We're good
Okay.
now.
I guess yeah, let's
Yeah.
we're starting. Okay. Hey, I'm Bucky. I use he, here, or they, them pronouns, and welcome to tonight's Monday night fan fiction stream. I am here with Janaya.
Hi, I'm Janaya. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm helping to read tonight.
Yeah, we've got Minty, who's joined us for the past couple of weeks, is doing car stuff tonight. So I'm going to wish her luck with that, because that sounds fun.
Vague and ominous.
Yeah.
Yes, hopefully everything goes well.
Yeah. Um, so what are we start
Uh,
yeah, we started this fic last week, Answers to the Question of Revolution by the Bitter Hedgehog. Um, this is a friend sim fic in which oh, okay, wait, one of them, this isn't the one where they were, no, this is the concert one. Okay. I was gonna say this is the one where they adopt Carcat. That's Anna's fic. Uh this chapter
yes,
specifically
that's
has
the one we're reading next, actually.
oh, yeah, they're in that order. Answers the Question Revolution, then the Progeny. And then we're gonna read more of Minty's fic, it looks like.
Minties?
Well, that's the order I opened them up in. We can kind of decide on what.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think that might have to go there. That was the part. Yeah, that was probably the each. Okay. This chapter of Answers to the Question of Revolution has a content warning for gore, minor character death, and lots of blood. If you're uncomfortable with this, please be wary going forward. It occurs about 3/4 of the way down in this chapter, so when we get to
Neat.
like here on the scroll bar, I guess. Uh, so when we get towards the end of this chapter, watch out for that. I think we're still. I think we'll probably still be good to read it, but we'll use
Okay, cool.
discretion. I think as we start looking at it.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Okay. So we have. I think we have Tizzy. We have Tizius Jiraiya, Stelsa
And
again.
okay.
Jiraiya, Malik, Demon.
In
Malik's
this
Demon. Yeah.
chapter, I think we have Daria, Tisius, and Stelsa. Oh yeah, there's the Malik.
Okay, so all of the characters
I don't
listed in
know.
the summary are in
Okay,
this fic.
plus a narrator.
Oops. That probably didn't make a good sound.
Sounded like a boop.
Yeah, I hit the boom with my cup. I need a better
Sound
spot for that cup so I don't do that again.
sound effects.
It's Foley work. What's that watermark in the lower right? Am I using unlicensed software? Oh, yeah, no, I definitely haven't activated the Windows on my PC. I'm using
Technically, it's
unlicensed Windows.
unregistered software.
You think I have money to pay for Windows? That should probably be on my list of things to get, but it's not.
Yeah.
I used to get
So-
around this by streaming on the monitor that didn't have that on it. It only hangs out on one of the monitors. I didn't realize that they're streaming that too. That's cool.
don't tell Bill Gates.
Fuck Bill Gates.
Seriously.
I can say that. Twitch is owned by Jeff Bezos.
they're, they're rivals slash friends. They're pitched for each other.
Crimes in my Twitch. This is my crime knife. This is my crime fic.
This is my crime fic.
This is for legal purposes. No crimes are being committed during this Twitch stream.
That is technically correct.
Please don't pull my Twitch affiliate. I don't think enough people are watching to report on dubious crimes.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna
Oh my god.
we're starting with Tizius and Jiraiya. So
I'll do Daria's voice again.
okay,
Do you want to do the narrator? I don't care who does the narrator, but
I'll do the narrator for this one.
all right, cool. Sounds good.
Summary: Tizius makes a choice. Jiraiya goes to her first concert. New allies are made, and a life is snuffed out too soon. And I gave the content warning, but again, gore, minor character death, lots and lots of blood. 3/4 of the way through our read. Listless advocate has begun pestering jaded obstetriatic. She said no.
God damn it. Worth a shot, though.
It's awkward as hell here now. Stelsa thinks I might be one step away from running through the streets carrying the sufferer's symbol screaming bloody murder, but is pretending she doesn't.
That's shitty.
It'll be okay. This isn't the first time I've tried to spring some rebel activity onto her, but I'll have to be on extra good behavior for the next week or two. Hopefully her fear of my insurgent behavior will go from mild concern to disgruntled acceptance of my weird antisocial hobby. No more late-night research sessions for a while. How are things on your end?
Not great. Once she got hived,
Oh shit, what'd she do?
Rania found her journal and saw a bunch of anthropomorphic pervs dicks or something. I've lost my cover for a week.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Anyway, are we still on for the concert?
You know, it's very typical of you to be faced with all of life's circumstances pretty much screaming at you not to do something, and yet going, fuck it, with your goth troll flair and doing it regardless.
I was just gonna fucking leave.
Really?
Yeah, just wake up, leave a note, then split.
But what about when you get back? Branya will kill you. And that other loud one will too. What's her name? The one you say has a crush on her? Lenara, right?
I'll jump that hurdle when I get to it. I'm not scared of them.
You're really gonna go?
Yeah, aren't you?
I told Stelsa I wouldn't.
Can I be a bad morail and suggest something you'll hate me for?
Shoot.
Go anyway. Play hooky from work. She'll never know.
Wow. I hate you.
I know, I'm terrible. I'm telling you to lie to your spouse. It's breaking so many quadrant rules right now. But think about it. Who will tell her? The rebels whose first names we don't know? You're too careful to get caught.
My hate for you is a bottomless pit. Scientists are still trying to figure out how deep it is, and are on the verge of going, fuck it, and putting a sign on the edge saying, we don't know, it's really fucking deep.
You literally just need to leave in the evening like you're going to work. Then instead of work, you meet me in front of the concert. Then we leave in time for you to get back to your hive around time you would get back there if you had actually gone to work.
I'm contemplating switching quadrants with you. You like black, right?
Stop it. You know we can do this without any repercussions. Why not do it?
If Stelsa finds out I lied about going to a rebel concert, there is a chance she'll leave me. Granted, I'm not called to this concert first.
All I'm saying is that I think you should go, and I know you'll regret not going, but it's completely up to you.
Fuck it. Now I'll meet you at the warehouse at the first sign of night.
Hell fucking yes.
Listless Advocate has ceased pestering jaded obstetriatic. Every time I read Jiraiya's chum handle, I get Insomniatic by Ali and AJ stuck in my head. And this is fun fact. This is like actually how Chrissy talks IRL. Like it's actually, like it's kind of crazy how much of her voice is in this fic.
Nice.
That's cute.
Oh my god.
You feel your
Right, what you know and all that.
Yep. Snark. Oh shoot, I have to hang on. Before I read this, I have to remember to message Rai. Rai went to work today, and is coming home at some point. But I should tell them I'm gonna be streaming when they get home.
Mm.
I wrote the text in my head, and I sat down at my computer, and I didn't compose it and send it. Okay. All right.
Right, cool.
Okay. We lived together for 4 years. That's right. God, that's really cute, actually. Like, what was I reading recently? Oh, it was Kelso. I lived with Kelso for, like, if I lived with Kelso for 4 or 5 months, I knew them for 3 years before that, and, like, they started texting me again after we, like, had a bit of a cool down period, and I was like, man, I'm glad that I could hear exactly how you would say this, that you're texting me, and it was really great to see them again.
Nice.
All right, narration. You feel your pulse pusher beat loud and hard against your rib cage as you get ready for work on the day of the concert. Your hand shakes so bad that water bounces over the rim of your trusty mug. You have to put the mug on the kitchen counter and shove your hands down your pockets. Count to 10. Breathe. Count to 10 again. Breathe. Before you are steady enough to pick it up without spilling. You're at the front door, about to turn the knob, when Stelsa calls your name.
Who do you want to do Stelsa? You did it last time, but it looks like
It's
Stelsa narrator and what's his face are all talking.
Tisius. Yeah, Tisius. I think Tisius uses she/her pronouns. I don't
Okay.
actually know. I haven't. I don't. It's been a while since I played Tisius's route. If I did,
I think that you're right, actually.
yeah. I think she has a very like androgynous sprite, but I believe she uses she/her pronouns.
Right.
Um.
Which voice do you want me to take?
Uh. I kind of like doing the Stelsa one more.
You do. I'll do Tizius then. That is pretty freaking good. Thank you. Tizius is she/her pronouns.
Okay, cool.
I know nothing about Friend Sam.
I played it once in 2018, and I really want to play it again, and I keep putting it off.
Nice.
Fuck, okay. Zizi! Shit, you think. She knows. She figured it out. You don't know how, but she did. She knows. God, you must have looked so guilty. Oh shit, she's coming closer. Shit, shit, shit. You almost forgot your lunch, darling. Stelsa hands over your lunch pack. Can't work on an empty stomach. Second most important meal of the day, I always say, especially when you don't eat breakfast. Really, darling, you should have at least a grub bar, a coffee, or something. You're so skinny. You force a laugh.
You know me, Stells. I'm not much of an eater.
Stelsa huffs. Honestly, I wonder how you function on a day-to-day basis. You seem to run on nothing but water and stubbornness alone. Hang on, you have an eyelash on your face. She pops your personal space bubble and wipes under your eye with her forefinger. She holds her finger out and blows on it. There! Gone. You expect her to leave, but she lingers in your bubble. She bites her lip and looks to the side. Hey, she starts. I know I've been a bit frosty to you lately since putting my foot down on that concert. You gulp at the mention of the concert and nod silently. I know you were only trying to think of me, and you probably didn't know about the whole, and I feel just awful about it, just awful. But I got so, oh, I can't think of the name of what I was feeling, but you know I care too much about you to risk something happening to you, right? You feel your pulse pusher's tempo rise again as a jolt of nervous energy shoots through you. You don't know what your voice will do if you speak out loud, so you just nod again. She smiles. I was thinking I could make up for it. How about you and I go do something fun today? Just the two of us. There's this great new art museum that opened on the other side of town. Why don't we take off from work today and go visit it? They're showing works from this great new indigo artist who's supposed to be all the rage right now. It takes every ounce of self-control you have to keep your eyes from widening or your mouth dropping open. You pray that your face appears like it's normal, tired self as you clear your throat and risk speaking.
But you, Stells, you never skip work.
Oh, thank the non-existent gods your voice sounds normal. Stelsa goes, pfft, and waves her hand dismissively. Oh, it's just one day. The world won't fall to pieces in one day, right? I mean, it might. I am the glue holding my firm together, but that's all hearsay, and besides, we haven't spent a day together in ages. What do you say? Can you spare me today? She wraps her arms around your waist and looks at you hopefully, eyes shining and face expectant. You look back into those beautiful teal eyes. You open your mouth, then close it, then look up at the ceiling and sigh.
Sorry, Stells.
You say. Your hands snake down to hers and pry them from your waist. You hold her hands as you speak to her.
I've got a real big project due tomorrow. Leave it to Torona and Tagora to be late with their work again. I'll need all night to play catch up if we hope to expect any sort of decent grade. Could we put a rain check on that museum?
Oh, but are you sure? She squeezes your hands tighter and speaks a little faster, voice a pitch higher. We don't have to go to the museum. We can meet up for lunch. How about that new place around the corner from your office? I hear they make an exquisite.
I have a lot of work today, Stells. I'm probably just going to skip lunch. I need to be alone today. We'll go there next week, okay?
Stelsa bites her lip and squeezes your hands tighter. Sure, sure. She takes a deep breath and her voice calms down. Work before pleasure. I know the feeling, especially with all the work I always do. I always have something to do, and you do too. Just. Her grip is strong. It feels like your hands are being crushed. Just actually go to work today, okay? Only work, no book hive or anything else. Promise? You and Stelsa share a long, tense, quiet, awkward moment together. The last rays of the day's sun shine through the kitchen window. They glide over the two of you, sinking lower and lower until they are just little bright squares of light on the tile floor.
I hear you.
Stelsa is still frowning, but nods. She lets go of your hands, gives you a little peck on the nose, and walks toward her office to grab her files for a client meeting she has in an hour. Seeing her walk away after all that stirs something in your gut. You put your things down on the counter and rush through the hallway after her. You catch her and spin her around and kiss her passionately.
I love you so much. You know that, right?
Stelsa presses your foreheads together. She closes her eyes and smiles. I love you too, darling. The second you step into the warehouse with Jiraiya, you turn into a sponge. Your senses go numb. You can't hear anything. You can't see anything, but you can somehow taste the vibrations in the air as the booming sound waves from the oversized speakers crash into you. After your body recovers from the initial shock of just how loud this place is, you take in your surroundings. The inside of the warehouse is poorly lit and musty. The building dwarfs the stage. It only takes up about a fourth of the whole area. The majority of the space is taken up with wooden purple crates stacked in various piles, some going as high as the ceiling, while others are shorter than a wiggler. In the center of the warehouse are around 200 trolls crowding around a raised platform serving as a stage. A rust blood on drums and a bronze blood with a guitar play a rock song. You presume these are the Grubbles. The trolls closer to the stage jump to the tempo of the song, while the ones further back cheer or watch intently. Some stragglers idle far away from the crowd and stand in little groups of 3 or 4 chatting. Jiraiya gawks at it all like a wiggler on 12th perigee, shiny-eyed and giddy.
Oh my god, I love this.
You click your teeth together to make sure you can still feel them. It feels like your entire skeleton is tingling, like 2 pipes smacked together. I guess I'll do this one because Stelsa's not here.
You want to take Tizius again?
I should have gone to work. Jiraiya playfully punches you in the arm.
Come on, let's go watch.
You and Jiraiya head towards the stage. You don't recognize anyone there, and the music is too loud to speak to anyone near you. With no other options presented, you hover near the back of the crowd and watch the show. The Grubbles have a long set and play for longer than you would expect for an opening band. The most you do is nod your head to the music. Jiraiya gets way more into it than you do. She stomps her boots, yells back the choruses, and cheers loudly with everyone else. During the middle of a particularly energetic song, she turns to you, sweaty and grinning maniacally. I want to go in. Oh wait, no, that's you.
I want to go in the middle.
Also, what notification do we just get? Does somebody follow?
It must have been a follow. I don't see a request.
Okay. Thanks, whoever that was. I can't see the notification. Sorry. You look at the moshing bodies 20 pairs of horns ahead of you. Even in the bad light, you can swear you just saw a tooth go flying through the air just now. What are you, 2 perigees?
No, I never get to go to concerts. I got to let loose while I can.
Oh, it was Jet. Hey, Jet.
Hey there.
Jet's doing the Code Lyoko episode, the community episode for Bullet Homestuck with Bradley, I think.
Neat.
No way in hell am I going in there.
Fine, you old lady. Mind if I leave you at the sidelines, then?
Just don't get trampled to death. Daria flips you off, and you quickly lose sight of her as she dances her way through the bodies towards the middle. As the next song starts, you decide to join the straggler ring and rest your eardrums for a minute. Away from the stage, you sit down on top of a crate and rub circles on your temples. You breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you rest, your bones start to feel less like putty and more solid, like hardening clay. You glance around the straggler ring of trolls. There is nothing familiar about any of them. None of them are screaming rebel to you and are dressed in the usual fashion of indie concert troll attendees. You catch a glimpse of a teal blood with lipstick that matches Stelsa's. You bend forward and sink into your lap, clutching the back of your head. The thought of Stelsa and the guilt from this evening makes your stomach queasy and your head hurt.
This is Malik Slimes, right?
Looks like it. I can do that.
I guess I'll. Are you undo Malik?
Yeah, I guess at least Demon for you, if you're okay with that.
Sure, I don't know anything about these characters, so.
Malik is the troll that gives MSPA Reader his sweatshirt and is the one who takes off his shirt and is ripped.
Okay.
And Demon is the second troll to appear and is one of 2 trolls written by Andrew Hussey, I believe, and is hot dog themed.
Hot dog themed.
He's a Rustblood hot dog boy.
Okay, I'm not sure where I'll go with that vocally, but I'll figure something out.
Hey, want some grub gum? Out of the corner of your eye, you see a male cerulean blood troll around your age and a packet of gum extended down to you. You look him up and down. He has a lot of blue piercings on his face, ears, and horns, and is wearing a hoodie with his sign on the front. You go through your limited mental lexicon of concert drug nicknames and can't think of anything that this could be referring to. You settle with a straightforward, "Why?" Earring shrugs. "Dunno. Helps cope with the noise when I forget my earplugs." You stare at the gum. After a long moment, Earring sighs. He reaches into the packet and pinches a piece free. He unwraps it, shoves the wrapper into his pocket, and makes a show of chewing the candy. He waves his free hand over his face to show that his eyes are working normally, and walks back and forth in a straight line. He ends up back where he started and extends the packet back to you. You roll your eyes. "I didn't know people brought earplugs to concerts." You accept the gum and pop a piece into your mouth. "More should," says Earrings. "First time I went to a concert in an echoey place like this, I couldn't hear right for almost a week." You hum in thought as you chew. "I'll have to look into it, but isn't the whole point of the concert to listen to the music? Wouldn't the earplugs make you miss out on some stuff?" Earrings snorts. "As if there is any quiet subtlety at a concert." He pockets the packet and extends a hand to you. "I'm Malik, by the way." You take his hand and shake it. "That's your real name?" Malik laughs. "Why ask?" You open your mouth, hesitate, change your mind about what you were going to ask, and word your next question carefully. "I'm pretty sure I'm chewing drugs. Drug dealers need pseudonyms, right?" You quirk an eyebrow at him. Malik shoves his hands into his hoodie pocket and shrugs. "I suppose they do, but that's just regular old grub gum there, promise. I'm just a dude named Malik. Whether or not you think it's my real name is up to you." You nod, satisfied with the answer. "In that case, just call me T." Malik nods. Cool. I can vibe with that. Kinda figured you wouldn't give me a full name." "What makes you say that?" Malik gestures to the whole of you. "You kinda already have this whole anti-establishment look going on. Shirt not tucked in all the way, socks with sandals, messy hair. Not trying to crimp on your style, honest. It's cool. Just saying it's, kinda clear that you're not here to rock out." You clench your jaw and feel yourself blush. "Well, socks and sandals are always rebellious no matter where you are," you say. You push your glasses further up on your nose and clear your throat. "And you have the textbook anti-establishment horn and noise strings." No, I guess nose rings. "Well, it is a concert." You spin on your crate to face him. "Oh, shoot. I think I locked Rye out. I'll be right back."
Are you saying that Damon has a German accent, or Malik does? Sausage themed troll. Oh yeah. Well, that gives me some options. I could do Hans Gruber. I could do Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Although my voice doesn't really get high enough for Doofenshmirtz. Damon is also short if that helps. I mean, it's a data point. I'm just gonna wing it. I don't know much about these characters. Excuse me. Having a baby voice. I wish I could do that, but I can't. Oh, here's this picture. Oh, thank you. That'll be helpful.
Okay.
Oh, that one. Okay, I know that little troll. Oh, I will go with my initial impression.
Sausage troll. Sausage troll.
I'm trying to workshop my Damon characterization here.
I love putting drugs on my wiener. It's like Demon is definitely not like a kid. He's just small. It's there's two ways it could go. It could either go deep voice or like Catbug from Greatest Warriors.
Do high voice, so he's gonna talk like Hans Gruber.
That's a good point. He was in that over 18 party.
Right.
He's just
Oh
Whittle.
god.
Catbug
Cool.
Demon. He could have a high pitched voice and still be an adult. Now where's my big old beer? I love putting drugs on my wiener. No, that's just verging into Mickey Mouse now. I love putting drugs on my wiener. God, I'm gonna lose my goddamn affiliate.
You'll lose your affiliate.
Sorry, Twitch. Sorry, Jeff Bezos. God. Okay. All right. It's false alarm though. That wasn't Rye. That was a child trying to sell newspapers, I think, or something. I did not open the door because
That is very weird.
It's a thing that like the Denver Post partners with like cities in the Denver metro area, which is a large area, and lets like kids sell sell newspapers to raise money for stuff. I don't know. I've seen people get sponsorships dropped because they like picked up a vase to hand to their mother, like. But I don't know if I specifically meant if I used Mickey Mouse, if I use a parody of a very particular mouse's voice to say I like to put drugs on my wiener, that maybe that could be a problem. I don't know. Succulent meats. God, yeah. Okay, all right. I'm gonna take off this beanie because I'm a little warm now. I've been sitting in the basement with all the windows closed because I woke up and we left all the windows open as we have every night this summer, except this morning when I woke up it was 46 degrees. So that was less fun.
That does not sound fun.
I was a little chilly. We also woke up at 6. All right. Where was I on while it was a concert?
Yes, I believe.
Okay, good. I'm Drink some water. Also, Tate is crunching on a treat in the background. Yes, you. So apologies if that's picked up. Well, it is a concert. You spin on your crate to face him. What did you think of the concert poster design? It was fine. Malik's eyes narrow. Why? I thought it was pretty good. Some might even describe it as being hot. What is going on upstairs? Okay. Sorry, I was hearing noises upstairs. You lift your head higher. Furnace hot? You know how to keep a furnace hot, right? Malik's expression turns serious. Stoke the fire. You smirk. You get off the crate and stand up in front of him. Want to go talk about something other than music? He nods, then jerks his head to the side. You follow him away from the concert and through the piles of crates. It gets darker the further you go to the other end of the warehouse. Malik takes out his palm husk and turns on the flashlight feature to light the way. The crate stacks are higher and closer together until a sort of tunnel forms and you have to walk one behind the other. Occasionally you glance behind you and watch the stage get smaller and smaller until you can't make out the distinctive features and it's just a warm light. You find yourself reaching for the spare pen in your pocket and clutching it like a knife. At the other end is a small clearing. A small, pudgy rustblood with shaggy hair sits cross-legged on the ground. He looks young, not even 5 periges. He is playing a game on his palm husk in one hand and is holding a hot dog in the other when you arrive. When he sees you two coming, he scrambles to his feet and shoves the palm husk in his vest pocket. The hot dog remains where it is. Malik gestures to the short rustblood. This is my associate, Demon. He's been helping me organize the movement since I first joined. Demon, meet T, another member. Demon gives you a toothy smile.
Hey, you lady, would you want some of my succulent meat rod?
He then shoves the foul-looking hot dog in your direction.
It's the freshest piece of cylinder muscle flesh around.
You're standing 10 feet away from him, but you can still smell the hot dog. Your stomach recoils at the stench. You cough to disguise a gag. No, I'm not hungry. Thanks. Demon, still smiling, shrugs.
More for me.
He makes no move to eat the hot dog. He cradles it close to his chest like a baby doll. You shoot Malik a quirked eyebrow, to which he only shrugs. Malik claps his hands together. Okay, introductions out of the way. Let's get down to business. Everyone make a huddle. Once you're all so close together that your heads are nearly touching, he flips his palm husk upside down to have the light point to the roof, letting you all see each other's faces. It creates shadows on Malik's face that emphasize the sharp points of his chin and the edges of his cheekbones. Demon has no facial features other than pudgy cheeks and just looks like a shiny gray donut. As we are currently in an internet-dead, communication-blocked area of the warehouse, thanks to the mad hacking skills of yours truly, we can speak freely about whatever the heck we want. So let's get the obvious out of the way. We're all part of the revolution, right? You and Demon nod. Great. Well, Demon and I already knew, but I just wanted to say this all to you, T, to let you know that you're safe. We're on your side. Appreciated. He flashes you a smile before becoming serious again. Okay, we all admit to doing illegal activities. Awesome. What do we want to talk about? There's a brief, awkward moment as the three of you figure out what to say. And then Demon says something along the lines of,
Fuck the police. Oh, fuck the government, right? Also fuck the police.
and then you all unleash into unabashed, unfiltered discussion about the revolution and the atrocities of your society. Well, you and Malik do. Demon doesn't have much to add aside from that the first line... From that first line is objectively useful. Doesn't have much to add aside from that first line that is objectively useful. Pfft. He just interjects with comments about hot dogs occasionally. Regardless, you and Malik excitedly update each other on everything you two know. Rebel numbers, safe houses, planned attacks, current leadership, new laws being cooked up, and everything else you could hope to know, to the best of your and Malik's knowledge, anyway. When the topic of communication comes up, Malik asks you, "Are you a part of our Pester chat room?" You shake your head.
Never heard of it. Is that safe?
Normally it wouldn't be, but you'd be surprised with the amount of hackers we have. We've created a totally untraceable chat room. We use it all the time. Give updates on drone attacks, warn each other of threats, schedule meetups, take headcounts, that kind of stuff.
But why have all this then?
You gesture to the whole of the warehouse.
Why have a big gathering like this when you can just communicate through that?
Malik's eyes avert to the floor. Gotta keep numbers up. We haven't been able to stop the high kill count. Stuff like this is good for recruitment.
And you trust me enough to let me in?
Malik shrugs. We've had snitchers before. Probably have snitchers in it now. There's no way to have a completely foolproof way of keeping them out while trying to maintain a following of more than 10 trolls. But I promise you that your identity is safe in it. Plus, you know your stuff and you seem trustworthy to me. We risk more not having you than we do letting you in and getting screwed over by you. You frown and nod. You give Malik your palm husk and he adds you to the Pester chat room. After he gives you back your palm husk, you tell the two you need to get Daria in on all this. The pair agree and you head through the crates to the concert. Just as you enter the straggler ring again, Daria emerges from the mosh pit. Her clothes are wrinkled, her hair is a mess, her shoes are scuffed, she has bruises on her arms, but she has a wicked smile on her face and her eyes are blown wide. She spots you and comes running towards your little group.
OMG, have you been making friends on your own?
She buzzes with energy, still high on the adrenaline from having crashed her body with a bunch of strangers. You roll your eyes.
Ha, ha, ha. I've earned my social gold star for the day.
Daria squishes her cheeks and jeers at you.
Aw, my Moriel is growing up.
You flip Daria off. You travel a safe distance away and have Daria go through introductions with Malik and Demon. After some talking and rejections of hot dog eating, they give her the Pester handle invite and you rejoin the concert to not arouse suspicion. As the four of you stand at the edge of the concert goers and watch Mask Chixie take the stage, you take a quick glance at Demon and Malik. You decide that you like Malik, and you think you can get on board with Demon as soon as you can get used to his obsession with phallic meat. You breathe easy and feel the tension lessen in your neck. You have a good feeling about them, about all this. You feel you're at the beginning of something good. Really good. And then it all goes to hell in a handbasket. It happened after the intermission. Masked Chixie owned the stage with her fiery hip-hop and innovative lyrics. The crowd was putty in her hands, responding exactly the way she wanted to everything she did. At the time your world decided to go down the drain, Masked Chixie was taking a break from rap by performing an acoustic version of one of her serenades. She was sitting on stage with her legs folded, strumming her guitar slowly, her voice syrupy and velvet soft. The crowd was enraptured as they waved their lighters or palm husk flashlights in the air. You swayed with the crowd, eyes closed and breathing easy, Daria on your left, Demon on your right, with Malik next to him. Then there was a loud thud from the roof. You and a few other trolls looked up, but after a moment of nothing you shrugged and went back to listening to the music. Then there was another thud, and another. The thuds turned to shrieks of metal being ripped apart. Masked Chixie stops playing and everyone is looking at the roof. They group closer together and begin tittering nervously. You see the silver glint of a giant saw slice through the thick metal roof of the warehouse. The buzzing sound it makes echoes so loudly throughout the cavernous warehouse that you have to cover your ears and grit your teeth to bear through it, paralyzed by the sheer pain it brings to your eardrums. You can feel Daria's body buckle next to yours. When the sound stops, you crack an eye open. A giant, perfect square hole in the roof unveils the night sky. The full moon's light outlines the silhouettes of 4 drones. Everyone is screaming now. They scrabble for the exits. No one runs in any particular direction. Like bugs under a rock, they go up, down, sideways, diagonal, bumping into each other and knocking others over. A few cry out from hands and heads getting crushed by their friends' boots. The drones waste no time. As 2 fly down and start firing into the crowd, the other 2 begin firing at the roof. Giant chunks of metal and cement fall, destroying the tall stacks of crates or squashing frenzied trolls who chose the wrong direction to run. A giant shadow falls atop your group, and you barely jump out of the way of a boulder that lands to your right. As it hits the ground, you're pushed by the force onto your back and get the wind knocked out of your lungs. You hit the back of your head so hard there's a ringing in your ears. You lie there for a moment, dazed and gasping for air, when Daria grabs your hand and yanks you to your feet. She's saying something to you, gripping your shoulders and looking you in the face, but you can't make out the words. She looks scared. All you hear is the ringing. She ushers you to the exit until you're cognizant enough to run on your own 2 feet. When she notices, she lets you go, leading the way while you hurry behind her. The ringing subsides enough as the two of you weave through the mob and the fireballs that you're able to hear yourself think again. You're almost to the exit when you suddenly grab a hold of Daria's shoulder and make her stop.
Demon and Malik!
Her eyes widen.
Shit. Where are they?
Daria curses you as you turn around to go back. By now, the drones have set most of the wooden crates on fire. You run into fat black smoke and sputter, you run into fat black smoke in a terrible, terrible heat. You feel your face flush and eyes sting in water. You lift your shirt up over your mouth, but still cough and splutter and wander blindly as you look for the boys. By some sufferer's miracle, you find them where you left them. Malik is still with Demon. He is covered in dirt and part of his right sleeve has been torn off, but he otherwise looks okay. You see him tugging on one of Demon's short, pudgy arms. The rest of the rust blood is under the boulder that had fallen earlier. Only the hot dog, a puff of Demon's shaggy hair, and the one arm are all you can see of him that's not buried in stone. Malik sees you running up to him and cries out, "Help me! It fell on him when he pushed me out of the way!" You see tears in his eyes and his hands drenched in red blood. You swallow down your own cries and grab the back of Malik's hoodie and try to pull him away. "We have to go." Oh, no, wait, sorry.
We have to go.
"But he's still alive."
He's not. We gotta go.
There's a tearing sound and you and Malik go flying back. Malik lands on top of you. His head hits your nose and you feel a burst of blood run down your nostrils. One of the frames of your glasses cracks and showers glass over your eyes. You groan as Malik rolls off of you and you carefully wipe the glass off your face before gingerly sitting up, clutching your nose. Across from you, Malik holds the detached arm of Demon. Blood pours over the globed white end of his shoulder bone and down the jagged, torn flesh and pools on the ground. There's a lot of blood. You both sit there in the midst of dying trolls and attacking drones as the puddle spreads and coats the ground beneath you, flowing under your hands and legs and wets the seat of your pants. The hot dog is nowhere to be seen. Daria catches up and pulls you both to your feet.
Move! Move your asses!
She pushes your stunned bodies towards the exit until instinct finally kicks in and the 3 of you haul ass, choking down ragged breaths of smoky air the entire way there. A fireball sails past your heads as you make it out the entranceway. A hand clutches the back of your head and you immediately take it off, the singed hair almost burning your palm. But the air outside the warehouse is clean and for a moment feels sweet and soothing to breathe as you keep pumping your legs away from the scene. You see Malik break off from your group and run in a different direction, towards the river. You're about to call out to him when you remember that the river is where the Cerulean neighborhoods are. He must be heading home to get some tech to hide from the attack. Or maybe he was breaking off to make your group smaller and less likely for the drones to target. Or maybe he's being an idiot. But that, right now, doesn't matter to you. Right now, you are sprinting through the woods from a burning warehouse. You don't hear the telltale sound of jetpacks and know that you are probably not being chased. Jiraiya is ahead of you. Branches pull at your clothes and whip scratches on your face. You are covered in teal and red blood. Your lungs are screaming. Your glasses are broken. Your nose is throbbing, and you have several pebbles caught in your socks that dig into your feet with each step you take. But you don't care. You keep moving.
God damn.
God damn, indeed. I'm gonna put this in chat.